I think in the book you gave a good cue about like the nasal hairs, like moving
Yes.
the nasal
Yeah.
hairs or not being able to move the nasal. Can you go into that a little bit? Because I think that actually helped me switch over. I think I was kind of breathing too hard in and out, and I think when I got that cue, that helped a lot. So can you give that one a little your thoughts on that?
So say, for example, if somebody is sitting down now, just bring your attention out of your mind onto your breathing, and you can focus on the airflow coming in and out of the nose, the slightly colder air coming into your nose, and the slightly warmer air leaving the nose. And as you're taking that soft breath into your nose, really slow down the speed of the breath coming into the nose. Can you breathe in almost that your breath in is imperceptible? So you're taking a very soft, gentle breath coming into your nose and a really relaxed and a slow and a gentle exhalation. And then on the next breath, you're slowing down your breathing so much that number one is you cannot hear it, but you cannot feel it. That your breath is so light. And this is the saying that your breathing is so light that the fine hairs within the nostrils do not move. And then you're having a relaxed and a slow and a gentle exhalation. And we continue this for about 3 to 4 minutes. Now, number one is that your attention is on your breath. You're training your brain to hold attention on your breathing. And your attention is more anchored onto the breath when you have air hunger. Number two, the whole purpose of this is to take less air into the body to build carbon dioxide up in the blood, because when you breathe less air, carbon dioxide cannot leave the body so quickly through the lungs. So you have an accumulation of carbon dioxide in the blood. You know this when you feel the air hunger. So the objective here is to feel slightly suffocated, slightly breathless, a feeling that you need to take in more breath. And keep on just gently slowing down your breathing. And the ironic thing about this is that as you breathe less air and carbon dioxide increases in your blood vessels dilate. But also there's what's called the right shift of the oxyhemoglobin dissociation curve. Hemoglobin releases oxygen more readily. So even though you're breathing less air, you've got increased oxygen delivery to the tissues. This can have a calming effect. So on one hand, you're feeling air hunger, which is a bit of a stressor. But on the other hand, the physiology, you're stimulating the vagus nerve. And you know that you're doing this if you feel increased watery saliva in your mouth. So it's very important for people to be able to recover. Recovery the night before, recovery post-match practice. How do you down-regulate? Because now there's much more emphasis, say, on heart rate variability, which is an objective measurement of vagal tone. And the devices are giving you feedback of where you're at. And, you know, if your HRV is reduced too much, maybe you should take it easier the next day. Don't train so hard because you have an increased risk of injury. But what's often overlooked is how do you optimize your HRV? And one of the main ways of doing this is by changing your breathing patterns. The breathe light exercise, as you do it, and you're feeling that air hunger, your HRV will dip. But after the exercise, your HRV will increase. So the breathe light exercise is a little bit of a stressor, but at the same time, it's helping to activate the body's relaxation response. It's kind of a strange one. And you know that you're activating the relaxation response by virtue of the increased watery saliva in the mouth, because when we as human beings are ready for the digestion of food, our mouth becomes watery. And we know then that we are going into that rest and digest state. So I often say to athletes, especially the night before a game, you want to have the deepest sleep and you want to wake up feeling fully recovered. And it's a great place to start. Don't be looking at your mobile phones. Practice sleep hygiene, your cool bedroom, your airy bedroom, silent bedroom, but down regulate. And for 10 to 15 minutes before sleep, really slow down your breathing to down regulate. You will feel drowsy, you will have increased watery saliva, and you'll sleep deeper. So the other thing that I would say is that the elephant in the room when it comes to sleep is breathing in and out through the nose. It's so, so important. And I would say that 50% of the athletes listening to this today, or 50% of the listeners, are waking up with a dry mouth in the morning. You should never wake up with a dry mouth in the morning. If you wake up with a dry mouth in the morning, you're more likely to have faster breathing, upper chest breathing, more likely to snore, to have obstructive sleep apnea, but also to get up to go to the bathroom during the middle of the night. We should never have to get up to go to the bathroom during the middle of the night. If we have to get up to go to the bathroom during the middle of the night, our sleep has been disrupted. So there's a time there that we have physically woken up to go to the bathroom. Shouldn't happen. But if we have the mouth open, it increases that.
Yeah, it's funny. We kind of normalize snoring. Like it's just like a joke that we all talk about. Like, oh, my husband snores or whatever. And it's like, that's not normal. We should probably take care of that.
Yes.